Tom Kajava joins us today on Community Connection. We're going to be talking about an upcoming Master Gardeners workshop. And Tom, thanks for being here today.
Well, thanks for inviting us and letting us.
So the weather is finally conducive to starting to put some seeds in the soil.
We all have our fingers crossed, yes.
So tell us a little bit about this workshop. When is it?
Well, this workshop is May 24th, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, on a Saturday. And it is the second of a series of workshops that we are having up at Stone Point Park. It's an education garden up there that the Master Gardeners have maintained for the past 3 years, or it's on the third year. And we've opened it up so that we can have some classes out there and do some education, which is very typical of Master Gardener program.
Now, you had one earlier in the spring that
Correct.
was pretty well attended, I understand.
Yeah, we had about 20 people attend the soil health workshop, which dealt with what makes a healthy soil, and then also with soil testing. And now we're going to be dealing with what's called IPM program, Integrated Pest Management. It's a big title, but it's a program that deals with not only bugs, but with weeds also, and how to manage them. It's a program that started about 1950s, having to do with farms basically, and then about in 1970, the program was implemented for all the park system, and then also for the Extension Service, then used that as part of their program for maintaining yards and gardens.
So is this kind of I guess, a sustainable practice then?
Yes,
IPM?
right, very sustainable.
More sustainable than getting in there and just pulling them all out by hand?
Correct, that's one way, that's one way.
That's the tried and true method, I guess.
Correct.
And so this workshop, is there any kind of cost for it? People need to register, or how does that work?
There's no cost to it, but we ask that people register. And there will be you can register online, or you can also contact the Extension office, 457-6440. I believe I got that right. Yes. And then if they would give an email address, then they would be reminded through the internet system. And then also I could contact them if we have inclement weather, because the workshop is being held outdoors in the garden.
So you're right there in the thick of things?
You bet, you bet. And if it becomes inclement weather, then we will hold it in the Wilson Firehouse, which is down the road.
All right, so this workshop is really going to be beneficial if you're a gardener, if you just want to maybe apply these practices to your lawn, if you like to keep your lawn in tip-top shape.
Correct.
I know we all kind of battle weeds in our yards.
You bet. It's a regular plan that a person can go through so that he takes in consideration the environment, so it's not immediately reaching for that pesticide or that herbicide. That is as part of the plan, pesticides and herbicides maybe are the last resort. And with that, then we can talk about some of the legal stuff that is incorporated into using those substances then.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be very interesting. So.
Oh, it's very interesting. We've got a presenter, Joyce Altobelli, who is a Master Gardener, and she sort of took it upon herself and has a special interest in it, and so has done some special research and has watched trends and this type of thing. So somebody that is well-versed in the IPM or Integrated Pest Management program.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that before, so it's
right.
It's one of those under the radar type of programs, or is it just now kind of starting to come into the forefront? You mentioned it had been around for a while.
Right, and I think maybe it's just called pest management, the integrated stuff, but I'd like to include that just simply because it is a formal program based on formal research that let's get used to using it.
All right, sounds great. And once again, the date and the time?
It's May 24th. It's going to be from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. We usually have 1 hour of instruction or class time, and then after that we get to work in the garden or work with the garden in connection with that topic. So it'll be out at the garden. The gardens are the part of the old landfill, and just to get there is just going off 43 towards I-90, and you're going to come to the road that takes you to the Equestrian Center. That's the Gilmore Valley Road. Well, you don't take a right, take a left, and that's Stone Point Road, and just follow that road for about a mile and a half, and then you'll come across our site and park the car and walk in.
All right, sounds great. Tom, thanks for taking time to come in today.
Thank you, Dave.